Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Cook with Alliance Investment Group. Just give us just a minute. We're waiting for a few more people to hop on here. And as soon as a few more people are on, we'll get started. Just give me a couple minutes here. All right. Those of you that have come on, welcome. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Just give me just a minute here, and we're going to get started. All right, let's go ahead and start. My name is Christian Cook, and I'm a co-founder of Alliance Investment Group. Glad that you could make it onto the webinar today. We're an investment company. We're approaching the market a little bit differently than a lot of investment companies. We're a day trading company, and we're focused on long-term relationships and partnerships with potential traders, people that will become our partners into the long term and trade our corporate funded accounts. So I want to go through a few things here on this webinar. We're going to explain, who we are, what we do. We'll place a couple trades together so you can kind of see how our indicators work, and we can kind of go from there. But I want to ask a question of why you are here. What was it that got you intrigued and actually got your seat to be sitting here in this webinar? What is it that inspired you? What is it that got you excited? And here's a few things that I like to bring up for why I'm here. What is the why that you're here? For me, time with my family and friends is probably one of the most important things. I'm not going to lie, definitely the income, the money side of it is definitely intriguing and very real when you talk about day trading and when you talk about investing. We're definitely looking for a few of the things that I've listed here. Maybe you have your own reasons, but I want you to contemplate for just a minute what those reasons are, and I want you to think about truly what is the purpose that you're here. What is it that you're really going for, and what is your long-term goal? And I want you to hold on to that, because as we move throughout the webinar, you're going to be able to reflect a little bit more on what your purpose and what your reason is. Like I said, these are a few of mine. I want you to determine what yours are and hold on to that for a minute. Now, we at Alliance Investment Group, what are we looking for? We're looking for investors. We're looking for those that kind of have the entrepreneurial or investor mindset. Those that understand when you put something out, you get a return. Those that understand that when you're in a partnership, you both bring something to the table with the hope of a return. So I want you to ask yourself that. Are you an investor? Do you have that mindset? Are you the entrepreneurial type person? Would you consider yourself an investor? Now, this is just a definition that I pulled off. I don't remember where I pulled it off, but it's a definition of what an investor is. I think it was one of the dictionaries online. A person or organization that puts money into financial plans, property, etc., with the expectation of achieving profit. Now, if we're going to put money into something or property or even our time, we're going to expect to have some sort of a profit in return that will be beneficial for us. And that's how we mix the investing side and the partnership side together. When you can put time and effort and money into something, you hope to get something back. Same with a partnership. We expect to put in and get back. So here's something that I like to focus on and I like to look at. The problem that we find in the world and just from a young age is that a lot of people come up with these massive goals and dreams when they're at a young age, or even carry those on for a long time. We have these goals and dreams that we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We create this bucket list that we just want to hit every single thing on it. And as we go throughout life, whether it's through college, maybe we didn't go to college, whatever it may be, life starts hitting us in the face a little bit. The real world hits us, the adult life hits us, and we start to realize that, hey, it's kind of difficult. Those goals and dreams are really high, but my income doesn't quite match my goals and my dreams. So what do we end up doing in return when we start to realize that? We start to get a little discouraged. We end up shrinking our goals and dreams down to match our income. I think this is one of the greatest travesties among people, is that we're all guilty of this in some form or fashion. We end up just shrinking our goals and dreams down to match our income, and it's kind of sad. People do give up their goals and dreams to meet needs, but there's no real reason to have to make that happen. There's opportunities out here, especially around, in the United States especially, but even throughout the world. When you have the internet included, uh, there's no limits. And when we're trading in the markets, it doesn't matter if you're in the United States or Australia or Canada or Europe or Africa or wherever you may be. If you have the internet, you have access to the markets. And so I want you to just consider this for a minute and consider your goals and dreams, and think about where your goals and dreams used to be in this sense. And have you done a little bit of this goals and dream knockdown to match your income, because you thought you were going to be able to make this income and you just haven't been able to? I have a feeling that if we were all to answer somewhat honestly, and you can answer that to yourself, that we've all been in this position. One way or another, we're seeing that our goals and dreams aren't what they used to be. And if we're honest with ourselves, a lot of times it's because of that income. So the reason that you're here today can have a little bit more focus. The reason you might be here is because you want to hit those goals and dreams. And if those goals and dreams are what we talked about earlier, time with family and friends, diversification or to replace your income, security, financial peace of mind, charitable causes, financial freedom, all of these different reasons, then those are good reasons to be here. And those are good goals, and those are good dreams. So this is the problem that we're seeing, and we at Alliance Investment Group have kind of seen this problem, and I think everyone else, as you see it identified, can recognize it as well, that it's an issue that goes on, and is there enough abundance, and is there enough ability for the whole world to be able to find success? And we here believe that, and that's why we share our program with people, and that's why we work the way we work. Now here's the solution that we've come up with at Alliance Investment Group. There's a few things that set us aside from any investment company, especially day trading company. Those of you that have traded before, some have, some have not. Either way, no big deal. Sometimes it's nice to work with a fresh, clean slate, and sometimes it's really nice to have people that understand very basics to trading, or even a little bit advanced, so it's no big deal. We have something that we have developed called, they're indicators that were developed. They're leading indicators that are proprietary to our company that help us determine when to get into the market. Now, these are not based on history. Those of you that have traded before, this is not based on historical data. This is based off of live trades that are being placed, positions that are being placed live in the market, and our indicators react to those trades that are placed in the market. Now, that's one of the things that set us apart from other people. I've never come across a trading system, and all the ones that my partner and I have studied, have we come across a system that has indicators such as this. Now, the other thing that is very, very different is we have daily webinars that we share with our traders every day. Each day at the hours of 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, we place live trades in the market. In the foreign exchange. Okay, so that's one thing that's kind of particular to us. We train people in the foreign exchange. There's a lot of different portions of the stock market. You hear of stocks, options, commodities, futures, all of these different things. We train people in the forex, and a lot of our traders like to migrate into other portions and futures and things like that. Our indicators actually work on the forex as well as futures, equities, other things such as that. So we have these daily webinars where we trade 2 live trades in a day with our coaches. It's a webinar that our students hop on, or our traders, and they get to watch our coaches place live trades in the market. And so you get to see complete transparency. We know we do not always win our trades. We are humans. We're trading in an emotional market where other humans are trading, and we don't win 100% of the time. The majority of the time, yes, we are winning. And I'm going to show you some numbers down here in a little bit about what our results have actually been. The third thing, one of the things that we do as well that sets us apart, is we fund a corporate account. Now, we're not an education company trying to just educate somebody to, on some education package and send them out the door and hope they have enough money to go and fund their own account. We actually, at the end of when you learn how to trade, you're funded a corporate account, and this can be up to 100,000. We've done up to $250,000 accounts. So this is something that's very different, and this is guaranteed. At the end of the time that you're being taught and trained, you will get a corporate funded account. No one else trades this account. This is your account to trade. We own the account, but it's yours to manage, I should say, and to trade. No one else will be trading that. And the fourth thing is that we have long-term help and support. We have a community here. We have a chat app that you can download on your phone and use in the back office, where you can talk to other traders, to other coaches, and get long-term support. We have these webinars that take place. We have other groups that have put themselves together, and they trade in the mornings together with each other. They identified trades together and placed them together. So we've built this long-term community of traders that enjoy each other's company, that help each other out. That's the glory about trading, is you can help each other out. You can be part of helping other people succeed, and not at your own risk. I think that's one of the biggest problems with the world today, is that if someone else wins, I lose, that's close next to me. Obviously, in trading in the markets, there is someone. It's a net zero game, so there is someone winning $1, someone losing $1. But in our community, when we're placing certain trades, we're getting in and out of trades together a lot of times. We have all the programs for training knowledge. If you've never learned before, we teach you how to trade from the very basics. If you understand the technical analysis basics, that's excellent. You'll be able to understand things quite well. And when you get the indicators that we have tied into your system, your trading will go skyrocket. We have a lot of traders that have been trading for a lot of years that come in and start using our system, and they increase their capabilities and their profits by a long shot. I'm going to go ahead and skip down here. Now, this gentleman is the gentleman that came up with our indicators. A little bit of background about him. His name's Kevin Jones Sr. About 15 years ago or so, he decided that he wanted to get involved in the stock markets. And he didn't know anything about it. So he went to a weekend seminar and thought that he had learned enough to get into the markets. Well, he did learn enough to get himself in trouble, enough to actually process orders in the market. And his very first trade in the market lost $6,000. Now, those of you that are in any sort of relationship where money's an issue, if you're married or whatever it may be, you can imagine going home and telling your husband or your wife or whoever it may be, oh, guess what, honey? I just lost $6,000. I know my wife would be pretty upset, and that would not go over well. So he didn't quit there, which is what I really think is really neat. He ended up trying to find a way to beat the market. He was a mathematician, and the reason I speak in past tense is because he passed away about 2 or 3 years ago. He's no longer with us. But he was a mathematician, and he decided to build algorithms to detect where the market was going to go, and to know that based on the orders that were coming in, the amount of orders and all of these things, he could detect where the market was going to go and know well enough to where he could feel comfortable getting into the market, knowing when to get in and when to get out of the market profitably. And so that's Kevin Jones. So once again, I covered a few of the things. Our programs are all about long-term. We're not looking for relationships that are just, hey, come in, you're an employee of ours, and we boot you. That's not what we're looking for at all. We're looking for you to become a partnership with us. We're looking for you to be here long-term with us, to recognize real income, real potential, to be fulfilled. Now, one of the things that does separate us as well from other people, and that is that we actually care about people's success. Now, the question is always asked, well, why do you guys trade your own money? Or why don't you just trade your own money? Why would you have other people come in and trade? Well, diversification is a big portion of that. You've heard of diversification in the past, and it's a lot better to have an average of a lot more people trading your money. If you have 2 losers out of 10, that's better than having 1 loser out of 1, right? And so when we train people with the right eyes, we get them, or I should say trained eyes on the market. then they can see trades that we might not see. You know, there's a lot of hours in the market. The foreign exchange, you can trade from Sunday afternoon to Friday afternoon, depending on your time zone, right? And so it's a 24/5 operation. You can trade anytime. So we can have traders in the market 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And when we have that many set of trained eyes on the market, we're going to make money, right? You're trading our corporate accounts. You're making money. We're making money. You're finding fulfillment. We're finding fulfillment. And that's what I really like about the group that we have here at Alliance Investment Group, is that we've traded our own money for 15 years. You know, we're not shy about trading our own money. We love to trade our own money, and we continually do that. But we found a way to make more money. When we have other people, like I said, looking at the market, they can help us find trades and make more money. We're diversifying here. And like I said, the other thing is it's enjoyable to see that person that's never made $400 or $500 in a week start changing their life and doing, you know, multiples times that. And so that is actually exciting. So I want to do a little bit of trading with you. This is kind of just a snapshot of our indicators. You may think that you've seen these before. You've probably seen indicators with lines before, but these are our proprietary indicators that were developed. The algorithms built behind this indicator, behind this middle indicator, and this top indicator are proprietary to us. And so let me go ahead and move out of this screen here, and I'm going to go to this screen here. Now this is where these are our indicators right here. Okay, this is us right here. This is just one of our indicators. Now that last screen I showed you looked a little bit more complicated. These up here are just candles. If you're familiar with trading, this is just representing 1 minute in the market, and this over here represents the price. So this black box represents the specific price. Now these are futures, and I'm using this to demonstrate with you because it's going to move a lot quicker, and we won't have to sit in a trade. We can place some trades in the futures and make this happen a little bit quicker. Right here are the indicators. Now what we're looking for is an agreement between the red and the green and the black and the gray. The red and the green are a group, the black and the gray are a group. Now they're above this blue line, and we're looking for a sell trade. Anything above the blue line is an overbought region looking to go down. Anything below the red is oversold looking to go up. So we can trade up or down in the foreign exchange in the futures, and so that's what we do. When these indicators agree with each other, then we're going to take a trade. And so when we can get across with the black and the gray and the red and the green, we're going to take a sell trade. Right now we're getting a good signal, and when this countdown timer gets close to 0, we need to take a sell. So I'm going to go ahead and hit a sell trade here. We got in at the top line at this red line, and we're going to get out at the green line here, as long as the market pushes down. Now the signal that gave us that idea that the market was going down was right here. This red and the green and the black and the gray crossed each other and are tight heading down through this channel right here. Between the red and the blue line is our channel. This is what I call our no-fly zone. This is where we don't place trades. We got out of that trade profitably. $62 over here on the left side of the screen, $62.50. I know this moves a little bit fast. Bear with us. If you've never seen anything like this, the futures do move fairly fast. Now we're looking for a buy trade. We're down below the oversold position, and we're looking to go back up. Now, if the signal takes place inside of this channel, it's not a good signal, and we don't want to go back up, okay? So we want it to push down oversold far enough to where we can make a trade going back up. So right now we're getting a good signal. This is showing us, hey, it's going to go up. As long as that signal stays, when this time remaining, 32 seconds, gets down to 0, then we're going to be okay to take a buy trade. So let's go ahead and hit a buy. So we got in right at this line, and we got out right quickly. The market was pushing up. There's a lot of up pressure. You can see how tight the indicators were together. The majors are the red and the green. The minors are the black and the gray. And so that's something important to realize. The majors, the red and the green, are those people or banks, these large corporations that are placing large trades, $1 million plus positions in the market. The minors are everyone else, the small players, the mom and pop traders, less than $1 million in the market. And so The majors have a lot of control, but when the majors and the minors work together, the market moves in that direction. And so right now we're getting somewhat of a signal to go down, but it's happening inside of the channel. So we don't want to take that signal because there's a chance that it could move back the opposite direction. So we've taken now a sell trade where we got in right here and pushed down. We took a buy trade here, went back up in the market. That's represented by these little flags right here. So far we're sitting at $125 profit on this account. And we're looking now for another sell trade, right? But if we get it like it did here, that's not a solid signal. So the majors, the red and the green, the minors, the black and the gray, when they agree with each other, the market moves in the direction that we're looking for it to move. And we can plan on anywhere from 2 to 3 candles moving in that direction once we get a good signal. So now see, if we would have taken this signal down, the market pushed back up and we would be really negative right now. So one of the most important things in trading with our indicators is to be disciplined and to trust the indicators. That's one thing that our coaches teach the students, is that you need to trust the indicators. They're going to teach you what you need to do and when to do it. Okay, we're getting a double cross here. As long as those hold, when this time remaining gets to 0, we're going to place a sell trade. So I'm going to hover over the sell market button and we'll hit it. So we got in at the top line, we're looking to get out at the bottom line. We have an automatic take profit, so it automatically pulls us out, which it just did. We're sitting right now at a daily profit and loss of $187 profit and 50 cents. And so this gives you an idea of how our indicators work. This is one of a few indicators that we use. When they all work in conjunction with each other, then you have better movement. You have a movement in that. Now this is the Euro US. This is just a picture of a currency pair, right? And this kind of shows our indicators and how they work. And so when you get a good signal, the market moves in that direction. These majors and minors give you signals. Depending on the time of the day, the market will move at different rates. So the market will move quicker in the morning time when New York opens than it will in the middle of noon when everything's kind of dead. Here's a good signal. Market moved up. If you were sitting back here, looking at this signal right here, you'd see, okay, this is a pretty good buy signal. I'm not going to talk about these signals up here and this signal down here, but when they work together, you can get good results. And sure enough, the market climbed, and so you can kind of see how that works. So that's how our indicators work. I wanted you to understand that for just a bit and give you an idea of how that works. So now I want to jump back in here and explain how our program works. Now, we bring you in and we're funding you up to $100,000, $250,000. You need to be trained. You need to understand how these indicators work. You need to be able to understand the basics of trading if you don't understand the basics of trading. That's the glory of how our system works, is we can adjust and mend our system to match whoever it is that we're working with. So if you're an experienced trader, you might not need to spend a whole lot of time in trends and support and resistance. But you will need to understand the indicators. You're going to need to understand the patterns that they develop. That one pattern, that double cross pattern that I showed you, is just one of many patterns that we have identified with our indicators that tell us where to get into the market. And so you've got to learn those patterns. And so we've got some, remember I talked about that we're in a partnership. We're looking for a partnership here. So what we're doing is we're providing a few programs for you to be able to be a part of it. The Trader Executive is our probably our top program. It's the one that offers probably the most. Not probably, it definitely offers the most. This is a 12-week coaching program. This is twice a week. So essentially what's happening is you're getting on with a coach one-on-one for an hour twice a week. So 2 hours a week, for example, maybe on a Tuesday and a Thursday, or a Monday and a Wednesday, or something like that. At an hour that works well for you. We have plenty of coaches that can accommodate your schedule if you want to do it before work or in the evening or in the middle of the day, whatever it may be. And they spend an hour with you each day. They have a syllabus. They have a plan to teach you certain things, but they also are not stuck to that plan. They adjust it to the needs of the student and of the trader. So you get 12 weeks of actual coaching of 2 hours a week. So that's 24 one-on-one hours. You also have access to these daily Onnit and AIT webinars. Those are those 2 webinars that I said take place every day live in the market. So every day you can sit and you can watch, you can trade with a coach. They'll go in and they'll analyze the market, they'll look at the news, and discuss the possible impact of the news. We don't like to encourage people to trade with the news because it can be very fickle and you never know exactly which way it's going to go. And so you have access to the daily on it and the AIT webinars, as well as the chat area. There's a back office that has a lot of education. You could turn on the spigot and just be drinking from a fire hose, or turn it down enough to where you can understand enough. Now, some people ask, well, what does this entail? How much time do I need to spend on something like this? And we're only looking for an hour to 2 hours a day. If you could devote an hour or even 2 hours a day, you're going to learn how to trade. You're going to be able to know what you're doing, and at the end of 12 weeks, you can be ready to jump into the market. You'll be ready to jump into the market with real money. During this Trader Executive, these 12 weeks, you're trading not a real account, okay? So it's demo money, it's fake money. The other thing this includes is a year of paid indicators and membership. Our indicators do cost on a monthly basis along with the membership. But those are covered for a year underneath this Trader Executive program. The other thing that we do is if you don't live in Utah, that's where our corporate headquarters are, we'll fly you out here. And you'll get a hotel for 2 days, and you'll spend 2 days worth of face-to-face time with a coach. That's an extra 8 hours each day, so another 16 hours on the 24 hours of the 12 weeks. So you're getting 12 weeks times 2, which is 24 hours, plus another 16 hours of face-to-face coaching. You can ask any questions you want in any of these coaching sessions. They go through your trades. You're trading. You're looking at the indicators. You're placing trades in the market. They come back and analyze them. They tell you what you did well, what you did not do well, what to look for next time, what to work on. That's the glory of being one-on-one and being coached one-on-one. Then we fund you an account at the end of it, and we'll fund you up to $100,000, and you keep 80% of the profits. So when you take a $100,000 account to $110,000, or a $10,000 account to $20,000, whatever it may be, you get 80% of that in this Trader Executive program. So you'd get $8,000. The other $2,000 stay in this traded account, so it can continue to help you grow that account. So we're not pulling our portion out; we're leaving it. Now this is the Trader Pro funded program. This is definitely it's our most popular program. The Trader Pro funded program is 9 weeks of personalized coaching twice a week. And very similar, you're getting all of the daily AIT and Onnit trades, those live webinars that you can hop onto every day. You can chat in to the coach, ask questions. You have access to the Trader Chat as well. You can upgrade later to the Trader Executive program when you start realizing some income on your account. We start funding these accounts anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 to $10,000, depending on how well you do on your demo during your coaching time. And this one will fund you also up to $100,000, even $250,000, and you keep 60%. We keep 40% in the account. So at the end of the month, we kick out the 60% to you. The other 40% stays in the account. And then, sometimes we get the question, can I just leave the 60% in the account? No, we can't do that. We have to kick that out to you. You can put it in your own trading account if you'd like. That's no problem. And trade that as well. But our 40% will stay back in the account so that you can continue to realize growth. Now, we do have a program for people that's not as common, but we do get people that just want to trade their own money, but they love our indicators. We get that with a lot of really wealthy side. If people are extremely wealthy and they just want to trade their money, I actually recommend still trading our money, because if you do trade our money and you lose it, there's no repercussions as far as you having to pay anything back. You can walk away from that account and no repercussion. Trader Pro is 6 weeks of coaching. You trade your own money at the end. You do have all the same access to the webinars, the AIT and the Onnit, Trader Chat. It's not upgradable to the Trader Pro or Executive. That would come separate. And you trade your own money and you keep 100% of the profits. So now that you've seen us trade a little bit, you can see the coaching programs that we offer here. I want you to go to this next thing, and I want you to just consider this. Common law business prohibits you from paying a little and receiving a lot. Once again, this partnership mentality. It can't be done. If you deal with the lowest bidder, it would be as well to add something for the risk you run, and if you can, then you can afford to buy something better. So the question is, what is this training all worth it to you? What is this worth to you? What is the rest of your life and success worth to you? And so this is how the coaching programs go through, and they cost. Like I said, we like to have some skin in the game. We like to have a partnership. And the Trader Pro, if you're trading your own money, is $41.95. You can look at this as an investment. You can look at this as a purchase. If you're looking at this as a purchase, we probably aren't a good match. We're looking for that investment mindset, that entrepreneurial mindset that will understand that, hey, you put something in to get something in return, and that's how we look at it, and that's how we expect you to look at it. Here's how our programs work. It's $41.95 for an enrollment fee. You're paying the membership fee and the green chart fee of $281 plus 46. The Pro Funding program is $71.95. We always have incentives that we're doing that can help alleviate a bit of this price. So, let me know, let Brandon know, let one of us know, one of our reps, whoever it may be that you're working with, that you want to know what these incentives are for the month or whatever it may be. This also includes the monthly indicators. The executive program is $15,595, so $71.95 for the Pro Funding, and the executive is $15,595. These monthly indicators, this 281 plus 46, is included in this. Plus, we fly you out here to Utah, so you have one-on-one coaching. Obviously, the best long-term value is the executive. It may be a little more difficult for some people to come up with this 15, so they usually start at this level. Some people even say, well, I don't even have $71.95. And I will revert back to the idea of what we talked about earlier. What is the reason you're here? How much desire do you have to get out of the situation that you're in? And what I will say to you is, don't let the same reason that you came here be the reason that you would leave. You know what your reasons are for being here. Only you can understand that. Only you know that. And there's ways to make you successful. There's ways to make these things happen. If this enrollment fee is an issue to you, then let's talk about it. Get on the phone with me. There's options. We have ways of working around it. You know what? This actually is going to change. This changes this. Oops, I got to go back one. This enrollment fee is actually dropping to $1. We're going to call it $1 this month. So scratch this enrollment fee. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and just change this right here while I'm thinking about it. Otherwise, I won't. $1 enrollment fee. So this program right here, this is one of my favorites, because you look at these programs and you think, gosh, this could be, this is an investment, $7,100 or 15 grand. That's quite an investment. Drop that out of your mind for a minute. The Trader Lite program is a 30-day program. This is where we actually give you access to the indicators. So you're actually getting this program as well as a trading account. And I don't have one pulled up here. Let me just pull one up really quick, and I'll just kind of show you. This is just a broker, for example. And this is just a trading account, right? These are just accounts that are just demo accounts. And you actually hop in and place trades. You're analyzing the indicators yourself, and you're placing trades over this 30-day period. And so this Trader Lite program allows you to basically kick the tires. You get to take the Ferrari for a test drive before you buy it, before you get involved in the program. $1 enrollment fee and green charts. The host that hosts our indicators is $45.99 a month. And so for that 30 days, you're paying $46.99 to try it out for 30 days. If that isn't too much for you to try out, this might not be the best program for that. We might not be a good fit. But worst case scenario, at the end of 30 days, if you don't feel like it's a good fit for you, then that's fine. Then we cancel and you move on. If you do feel like it's a good fit for you, then we can start talking about a coaching program. Do you automatically get moved into a coaching program at the end of this? No, the answer is no. 74% of you that are on this webinar are going to try this Trader Lite program. And 80% of those that do try the Trader Lite program, these are just our statistics that we're recognizing, 80% that do try the Trader Lite end up upgrading. And those are people that claim they don't, that don't, well, I shouldn't say claim. I should say those are people that don't have $7,000. They find a way. We help them find a way to find that 7,000. If you're motivated enough, if you are tired of being, if you're tired of not reaching your goals, let's put it that way. If you're tired of not reaching your goals and dreams, there's ways. There's ways to find $7,100. Now, of course, we're looking for legal ways, right? We would never advocate for anything else by any means. And so we can help you find some good ways to find that money. Now, like I said, $46.99. This is Green Charts. Like I said, this is the $45.99. So that's kind of what, this is a separate company. So we're going to go to this page. I'm going to show you so that you can go ahead and get signed up for this Trader Lite program right now, and just get your feet wet, start getting going, see what you think. Now, what are the numbers? What are our actual company results? When we place company trades, what are we recognizing? If you understand the Forex, you'll understand what a pip is. This is our record of last year, April, May, and September. I just pulled 3 random months, and I did not pull the best months. This month right here was one of our worst. This week right here, we lost 15 pips. Now you might wonder what a pip means and how that translates into dollars. I'll show you that here in just a minute. But these red marks is when we lost pips. Our traders did not win. However, if you were to trade with these traders and follow exactly what they did, with a $2,500 trading account and a volume of 1, you'd have made $33,750 in April. With a $5,000 trading account using a volume of 2, you'd have made $7,500. With a $10,000 trading account with a volume of 4, you would have made $15,000. So you can kind of get an idea of how this translates into dollars as we go through and I show you actual results. So in this month we had a 111% increase. Now these are the pips. So in April we had 375 all the way through. You can see the holidays getting around in December. We don't have as many pips. We don't trade very much close to the holidays because the markets are very sideways. Now you might wonder what sideways means. It just means that there's not a lot of volatility. We want movement in the market. That's where we make our money. And so that's how it translates into dollars. Like I said, for the month of September, with a $50,000 account using a volume of 20, you'd have made $55,000 in the month of September just following those 2 trades, or that, actually this is just the on it. This is just one of those 2 trades. And so that kind of shows you how that works. Here's a few common questions. You can kind of look at this. Do I have to start as a Trader Lite? This is probably my most common question. No, you do not have to start as a Trader Lite if you're ready to get coached. If you want to learn a little bit more, maybe you and I individually can get into a webinar together. I can pull you onto a screen share and we can discuss a little bit more. But this is essentially how this works, right? You can actually move straight into a coaching program and not have to go into the Trader Lite if you prefer that. So I bounce back to this, and I want you to think about, again, why you're here. Did you enter this because you're looking for financial freedom? Did you look at this because you just wanted a really awesome job and thought that, that this could be something that would be good for you? This is an opportunity for the rest of your life. Traders can trade for long past retirement. In fact, we have a lot of people that are going into retirement that just want to trade and they just barely got introduced to us. We have young people that are in college that are trading with us. What are your reasons? Why are you here? Why did you respond to an ad? Why did you respond to the commercial? Or why did you respond to whatever advertisement you may have seen, or referral of one of your friends that's one of our traders? I know there's many of you out here that are referrals to some of our traders. You trust them. You know that they've done well with it, and so you know that there's a potential for you to do well with it as well. A quote that my grandfather always told me is, if you do what you always did, you'll get what you always got. And so if we continue in the path that we've always continued in, we'll continue to go down that path. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way nature works. If we continually, work at the same job, we're going to continually get the same income. So I want you to go back and I want you to really think about that. I want you to think about why you're here. And is this your time to make the change? Are you ready to make that change? Are you sick enough of your current situation, or are you motivated enough to see what's beyond, to give it a whirl? The bottom line is you can try it out for 47 bucks. I mean, or 40, what is it, 46 bucks this month. You can try it out for yourself and see if it's worth your while. Worst case, you're out that little bit of money. So here's the steps. Now, either split your screen so you can watch me and go through this with me, or make sure you have some note-taking gear of some sort. If you lose some steps, I'll try and go slow. I can email those steps to you later. Shoot me a text, give me a call, shoot me an email, whatever it may be, and we can, excuse me, we can give you those steps to actually sign up as a trader light. AllianceDayTrading.com, that's our website. If you can hop onto Alliance Day Trading, you can scroll through some of these things here, but you're going to go to the Join tab. So to become a trader light, you go to Join. And then you click, and I'm going a little bit slow because I know some of you are writing this down. And so I'm going to click the Join Now button. And these show the programs, right? Executive, Pro Funding, Pro, Light. The Light program is typically $4.49. This month it's discounted. We're doing it for $1 to get people to give it a whirl. We're going to go Light. Click the Go Light button. Now this is where you get to enter in the discount code. Like I said, the price for membership is $4.49 right now, but then at the end of the month, at the end of that 30 days, then it kicks into $2.81. So don't worry, it's only we're going to drop this to $1, and then it will be $2.81 after the 30 days. So if you're ready to go into a coaching program, you're going to be done with the Trader Light program. We're going to move you into a coaching program. The discount code that you're going to type in is ONLY and the number 1, and you're going to apply that. So you can see now that it's $1, dropped it down to $1, okay? If you don't know who it was that referred you, don't even click in here. Don't even worry about clicking in there. If just leave it as none. If there was somebody specific, rep or someone that referred you, then you can click on their name. But please just leave that as none, generally speaking. Account information: make a username or a password so that you have yours. Remember these, write them down, make sure that you have them. Confirm the password, and then you're just filling this out. Confirm your email address, your billing address, all the way through. You put your card number in here, and you already have the promo code discounted, so you're going to apply that, right, like it is up here, and it'll only charge you $1, right? And then here's the terms and conditions. You can just click here, agree, submit, and check out, okay? So once you're done with that, we're going to go to another site called Green Chart. Now, just type in greenchart.com. It's very simple. Go click on the sign up button up here at the top, right at the top, sign up. And this is where you'll enter in your information for the $45.99. Don't do the $65.99 per month. Our deal with Green Charts is the $45.99, and it has everything that we need to show our indicators, which is all you need. This is prorated. So come over here to the right, the account type, click Advanced. It's prorated, so you see that this is $40.66 because we're already into the month. So it's not charging you the full $45.99 for the month. And then go ahead and enter all of your information, your credit card, type, number, expiration, security code, all the way through. Okay, and then all you have to do is click the understand and subscribe. Within 24 hours, typically, you'll get an email from Green Charts. It's a welcome to Green Charts email, okay? So you'll get that email, and you'll be able to get set up. Now, there's something called onboarding that the people in our office, the girls in our office, will help you get onboarded, okay? So I just need to type in my really quick here. I'm going to have it remember me here. And this is our chat area, okay? So this is showing, this is just kind of our chat. When you're in the Light program, you can have access to the Light chat. When you become coached, you have access to these other two. But you can actually watch the trades, right? The coaches post. So they've posted what the trades were. So you can kind of see how that all works all the way through on there. So the other thing you can do is you can come into calendars and economic calendar, and you'll go in and you'll sign up for the ONIT and the AIT webinars, okay? So those are the webinars that are going to get you to be able to watch what's happening, right? In the recorded videos area, you can come in here and we have local meetings here at our corporate office every Wednesday night that you can actually watch what was being taught. So this is Fibonacci one night, Fibonacci daily trading routine, best times to trade, margin, price averaging and hedging, take profits and stop losses, gray daggers. Most of you, well, none of you will know what a gray dagger is because that's part of our indicators, but you can go through here, and this is all accessed during these 30 days. You try this out for $47, you can just soak up as much knowledge as you possibly can learning from this. And then you have access from the coaching syllabus on the courses up. So TNT indicators, Echo, the futures, Forex, green charts, new student. If you need any information on how this works, the onboarding videos is probably one of the first areas you're going to want to go, okay? So when you get your green chart set up, you've signed up here, and you come back and log into your back office, and you're going to want to go to your courses, or sorry, your recorded videos, and go to your onboarding videos, and this will teach you how to get your charts set up and everything going, okay? And then you just want to start hitting these courses one by one. Start punching them through, go to the calendars, click on economic calendar, and register for the 2 webinars so you can start watching those live. You can ask questions on those. So that's the process of getting set up. Go ahead and get set up right now and sign in to the back office. Get yourself moving, and I'm going to log back out so that you can see the website again. So come back in here once again, go to join, click join now, click go light, and then scroll down here and type in ONLY1, apply. It'll give you the discount for the month. That's $1. Okay, so now you see this dollar right here. So go ahead and do that. Get set up. You'll get your emails. Go ahead and text me. I'm sure I'll get quite a few texts and phone calls. You can call me. Usually, with the amount of people that are on this webinar, I'll be hung up for just a minute with other people. But you're welcome to call. If I can answer, great. If I can't, shoot me a text. I'll call you back. Whatever works. Or Brandon will call you back. One of us, one of our reps will call you back, but probably me or Brandon will give you a buzz back. But go ahead and get logged in, get yourself going. You can get on these webinars, these daily webinars, and start figuring out how this all works. But go ahead and text me with any questions or concerns that you may have, and we'll go from there. I hope you are having an excellent day, and we'll speak to you soon.